Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda, and in this video I want to give a little bit of reassurance for wherever you may be on your journey. So I wanted to create this video because when it comes to conscious manifesting, there is a kind of a tendency to look at manifestation as something that is separate from you, meaning that all of your focus and all of your thoughts are going on to your desires of what it is that you are manifesting, and we're missing the kind of realness of what conscious manifesting is. So there are no techniques, and there is nothing to manifest, and there is nothing to actually even be learned about manifesting other than experiencing manifesting. So when you're experiencing manifesting, you're only experiencing it now because you're conscious of your thoughts and what it is that you want to create. So you were always manifesting, and the reason why I want to bring this reassurance topic up is because you never have to rely on anyone or anything outside of you to know that you are on the right path. So even when it seems that circumstances are triggering, know that it is just all a part of your process of life, really, and it's all a part of you coming to the realization that you can transcend over your circumstances. So the way I want to explain this is to look at your whole reality, your whole 3D reality as a box. So if you look at your 3D reality as a box, everything is within the box. But when you get into conscious manifesting, you realize that you can transcend outside of the box. So what you're doing then essentially is you are outside of the box, you're thinking outside of the box. So it's not that there are any terms to describe manifesting, conscious manifesting. There is no delusion to it. It's actually just changing your thoughts. It's not a cult thing, it's not anything, because you've always been doing it. You've always been doing it since the day you were born. You came here to experience life. That's what we came here to do. And when we experience circumstances that are undesirable, we come into the realization that we can change them with our thoughts, and that's all it is. And so this is a reassurance video to put the message out there that you don't have to rely on anyone or anything outside of you to know that you can create the life that you want. So when we are watching videos and we're watching content, we are in those moments, we are either seeking for guidance or we're seeking for education. But really, the only reason why we're seeking it is because we already know it within. And so it's not to be influenced by anything that is out there. And it's really just to find the guidance that you are looking for and then experience it in your life. So it's not about sitting down and learning content, it's about experiencing conscious manifesting for yourself. And we do this through our thoughts. So I myself am the product of everything that I think, and so because I think in certain ways, I am showing up in certain ways. And it's nothing to do with what anyone or anything is saying outside of me or perceiving me outside of me. It's how I believe myself to be. And this is why we are focusing on our beliefs. This is why we are using affirmations of thought, so that we can redirect our mind into the way of being that we want to experience in our life. So conscious manifesting is not to be learned. You already know it. You're part of it since you were born. It's to be experienced. So I was watching the Sadhguru, is that how you pronounce his name? And he was explaining that your life is about experiences, but what's your day? So he made this practice that you could do every night before bed, is to write down how you experienced your day. And I have tried this myself, and I have written down my experiences. And what I noticed as I was doing this, it all comes back down to my senses. So when you look at your life in this way, that you are experiencing your life through your senses and through the perception of what your senses believes to be true of what it is that you are experiencing. So for example, I myself am a morning coffee drinker. It's like an experience that I love to have in the morning. I get up early and it's the first thing that I have is a coffee. And without my taste buds, for example, I wouldn't experience that moment of bliss that I get from taking the sip of coffee on my own, watching the morning wake up, and all of that through my eyesight, my perceptions, my beliefs, and my thoughts of what it is to watch the sun come up, and what it is to experience the taste of your coffee and to start your day. So it all comes down to your perceptions of how your senses perceive things in your reality. So when I was coming up with wanting to create this reassurance video, that was when I was thinking about that if you look at your whole world, your 3D world, as a box, and you just look at yourself as maybe outside of the box, sitting in your little world of love, of peace, of abundance, of fulfillment, of acceptance, and then when you stand up and you look into your box, this is where your perception then is looking out into your world and creating everything from these loving, beautiful, harmonious thoughts that you are filling your mind up with, because we are all the byproduct of our thoughts. So all of the thoughts that we are putting into our mind is telling our senses how to even perceive things. So if I am someone who enjoys a sip of coffee in the morning and I get that from my taste buds, maybe the next person that I talk to doesn't like coffee. So let's say that they wake up in the morning and they taste coffee first thing in the morning. What's their reaction is going to be an unpleasant experience. So we all have different types of experience through the perception of how we perceive them and how we hold them within our heart. So this is why everything is created from within. So all of your desires are created from within you, and so this is why you are the only one that can ever create anything in your reality, because you're the only one that understands how it feels and how you experience your world through your perceptions, through the beliefs that you have, and through what your senses tell you is a beautiful experience for you. And so when we're looking to content and we're looking to outside sources, even books as well, you don't need anything. There is absolutely nothing that you need in this world outside of you other than coming into that true connection within yourself to experience what it is that you want. So if you look at, even in the Bible, for example, I know I'm quoting a book there, but if you look at the Bible and it says that good trees bear good fruit. So that means that everything that you are feeling within yourself, that is all pure, all bliss, all abundance, all love, and all acceptance, compassion, all of these affirmations that you are using are eventually going to spill out into your box that you are going to be looking into from your field of love, harmony, peace, and abundance. And that is how everything is transcending within your reality. So if you are someone who finds yourself looking to outside sources to rely on for guidance, for anything really to lead you into a direction, your direction is always within. And I know that, look, we are all influenced by everyone. We always look to other people for validation that we're doing the right thing, or that we're progressing in life, and we do look to outside sources to validate where we are. And this is okay, it's part of the human process. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that. But when we find ourselves actually relying on the outside sources to validate us, that's when we want to come back into ourselves and know that we are the only one that is ever creating. So don't separate yourself even within manifestation. Know that manifestation is just it just is. It's there's nothing delusional about it. You don't have to be deluded. Like that word delusional that is used to create life that you want is a term that is not to be looked on as part of creating what it is that you want, because there is nothing delusional about changing your thoughts into thoughts of happiness and peace and abundance and acceptance, fulfillment, success, anything that you desire to experience in your life. There's nothing delusional about that. So don't look at manifestation as separate from you. And even me saying that is just an opinion and a perception, and it's all up to you how you take that as well too. So it's never about looking to, as I say, outside sources for the direction or for the guidance. It's coming into the knowing that you have it all within, and then you are cultivating that inner knowing and that inner power within you by filling yourself up with all of these abundant thoughts. So remember, as I say, that quote in the Bible, good trees bear good fruit. And that's essentially what it is then when you are creating the reality that you want. You want to experience the goodness, you want to experience the love, you want to experience the acceptance, the fulfillment, the bliss, the success, everything that we all hold dear to our hearts in our world. Why we are here, we strive on goals, but we want to come into the realization that everything is within us and we will get there. And it's not to fall into the separation. We don't have to separate ourselves to get there. We know that we are all coming into union, and we're coming into union with the universe and into our connection. As we build that connection stronger within through the thoughts that we tell ourselves every single day, that is essentially how we will start perceiving it in our 3D reality box, and how everything kind of conforms then to what it is that we are desiring to create. So just remember that your box is kind of like it's like a societal kind of thing. So if you are inside the box, obviously you're going to be influenced by everything that is inside the box. So separate yourself from the box and sit in your field of love, peace, harmony, bliss, abundance, acceptance, fulfillment, compassion, patience, everything that is courageous, kindness, and knowing that everything is as it is, and it is created as it is, and as you continue to think in certain ways. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that, and I will chat to you soon.